welcome to Around the County with Recreation and Parks. Spring is a season of warmer weather and spending more time outside. In this episode, we'll show you some fun things to do at Downs Park, we'll take a look at our extensive dance program, and we'll get some tips on starting up an exercise routine. Let's get started with our At Play segment. Did you know that we offer about 300 sessions of almost 50 different types of dance classes? Let's head over to the North County Recreation Center in Brooklyn Park to get some more information.
The Rec and Parks dance program offers classes for 2 through 18-year-olds. We offer classes in everything from ballet, tap, jazz, modern, and hip hop. We also offer numerous workshops and other special events throughout the year. Our year culminates in our annual dance recital that's held over Memorial Day weekend. It's just a few months away and we can't wait for it. But just because summer comes, it doesn't mean we stop dancing. We have classes and camps to keep you moving all summer long. With locations throughout the county, no matter where you live, what your skill level is, or which style you prefer, we have a class that's just right for you.
Thanks, Lindsay. With so many dance classes to choose from, it's no wonder dance is one of our most popular recreation programs. For our trailblazing segment, we're going to head toward the Chesapeake Bay and Downs Park in Pasadena. This beautiful park may be a bit off the beaten path, but it's definitely worth the drive to visit.
Hello everybody, my name is Justin Ramos. I'm a park ranger here at Downs Park, and today I wanted to introduce you into our beautiful site that we have here. We have about 236 acres located on the Chesapeake Bay. Not only do we have the usable land that you can play, any kind of sports that you like on, we also have paved trails, about 3.5 miles of paved trails, about another 1.5 mile of unpaved trails. In the summertime, we have a wonderful concert series, and we have other events that we'll be offering all season. Along with these events, we also have 2 kayak launches at the park. The first launch that we have is located on Locust Cove, which is a protected hurricane hole that is very easy accessible and very great for the beginner kayaker. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced and you want to get out and actually experience Chesapeake Bay, you can come out and launch off one of our sandy beaches and get right into the water right then and there. Now, if you do not have your own gear and you'd like to try kayaking out, the county also offers recreational kayaking trips. Now, on these trips, it's a full day of splashing in the water and just fun in the sun. And you can come out and enjoy a day on the water with one of our certified kayaking instructors. And for more information on those trips, they leave from all over the county. For more information, you can go to our website. Now I'm going to pass it over to Ranger Ellis, and he's going to talk to you a little bit more about Mother's Garden.
Thanks, Justin. Welcome to historical Mother's Garden. This garden is actually 100 years old. It was built by Mr. H.R. Mayo Tom for his wife Helen Hopkins Tom in 1915. The section that we are standing in right now is actually the original section of the garden. They actually have a wishing bench. We have a lot of different venues that go on out here, including weddings, photography. Our wedding venues are $235 along with photography sessions if you would like to use this garden for photography. You are more than welcome to come to the park and visit Mother's Garden unless it is actually rented that day. The garden is cleaned up by volunteers who tend to each of the beds. Everything outside of the beds is done by a staff member of the park. But anytime you want to come down and enjoy the garden, you're more than welcome to walk through unless it is rented. And the signs will be posted for that. So right now we're going to throw it over to Ranger Wolf, and we'll go to the aviary.
Thanks so much, Hakeem. So welcome to the Downs Park Aviary, and if you haven't been here before, just follow the Canopy Trail next to our Nature Center, and you'll see these guys. We have 3 permanently injured birds of prey, a great horned owl who's here with us now, a red-tailed hawk who is behind us, and a barred owl. And all 3 of these guys have received injuries that render them incapable of surviving in the wild without our help. So we care for them the best we can. They're here as ambassadors, and we can teach others about how to care for them and respect them in the wild so they don't end up injured like these guys and in captivity. So this program is 100% fully funded through donations through our Adopt a Now program. And if you're interested, you can pick up a form at our Nature Center, or you can send me an email, and I'd be glad to answer any questions you have. So also when you're here, if you want to learn about more nature, in addition to these guys, please stop by our visitor center. We have great nature displays inside, and usually there's a park ranger available to answer any questions you have. So again, thanks for visiting Downs Park.
What a great location to get a closer look at nature, spend some time on the water, and get ready for outdoor summer concerts. Now let's head over to the sports side and our On the Sideline segment. Spring is a great time to start an exercise routine. Here are some tips for getting started successfully.
Hi, my name's Dr. Alan Sokoloff, and I'm here with Dave Vincent from Active Body and Health, as clearly displayed on your shirt. Dave, whether the weather's hot or cold, people decide they want to start an exercise program. It could be New Year's and a resolution, or they're just not fitting into their clothes anymore. So let's maybe go over some top tips that you think would benefit people when starting an exercise program.
I think when you start an exercise program, one thing you need to do is figure out what it is that you want to accomplish, whether you want to lose weight, get stronger, or if you want to run a race, walk a race, bike, whatever it is that you want to do, you need to take that into consideration. Second thing you need to do is to figure out basically what time of the day you want to do it and then schedule it. I would usually start long term. I would do twice a week at 15 minutes and then progressively increase the time up to 20 to 30 minutes. And then from there, I'd add a day or two on there.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's a lot of people that end up hurting themselves because they kind of jump in too fast. So what you're saying, a gradual, slow increase approach is the best way to go.
Absolutely. If you sit there and you start slow, what you do is you make it a habit. More times than not, you want to make exercise a habit. And then from there, you can increase the volume and then the progression as far as whatever it is you want to do, whether it's intensity or repetitions or time.
And I know, for example, my dad has tried many approaches to exercise, and as soon as he gets hurt, he quits and fails. So that sounds like a pretty sound way to keep injuries away. And how do you people say, well, should I walk? Should I run? Should I lift weights? What should I do? And is there a single answer?
The single answer is to do something that you like to do. And that'll keep you doing it over and over again. And what happens there is once you embark on one aspect of exercise, you end up thinking about doing other things. And then you branch out a little bit more.
How important is having an exercise partner to push you along when you get involved in an exercise program?
It's very important because there's accountability there. Without accountability, you'll sit there and say, oh man, I don't want to exercise today. I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes 2 days later, and 2 days later becomes 2 months later. So accountability is really important, and that person or that partner or even a bunch of people would sit there and make you more accountable.
Now, I know as a personal trainer and team trainer, you're involved with athletes and non-athletes of all levels, and people have very busy lives. What do you see as the biggest challenge as a personal trainer to getting through to people to get them to really help themselves?
It's commitment. Once they make the commitment, and what happens is they feel guilty themselves. And then when they miss a day, they'll sit there and they'll come to me like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't make it the other day. And then once they become accountable, that's when they'll be able to accomplish whatever goals it is that they want, no matter if it takes a year to 2 years.
Right, and I guess that goal really should be a realistic goal, something that they can absolutely obtain?
Absolutely. It should be something that you can do for the rest of your life.
Perfect. This is Dr. Alan Sokoloff with Dave Vincent. Thank you, Dave, and back to the studio.
Those are great ideas to get started exercising and to keep you and your kids on the field and off the sidelines. Up next in the Director's Desk segment, Director Rick Anthony will help us get ready for all that spring has to offer around the county.
Thank you, Carolyn. There is no better place to be than Anne Arundel County Recreation and Parks in the springtime. After a long winter, I know people just can't wait to get out of their houses and get out in our parks, get out on our trails, and get out into the water. We have a lot of exciting things this year in Anne Arundel County. We are certainly excited about our county executives' initiatives to expand trails and water access. One of the significant things that we're going to celebrate this spring is the county's first owned boat ramp. It will be at Fort Smallwood. That day will be the day that we're opening it is April 18th. We're certainly excited. It's going to be a beautiful facility. Tons and tons of people have already talked about how excited they are about getting out to that segment of the water at that Fort Smallwood site. And we're certainly excited about that site and all the other sites that the county executive wants to improve throughout the county. Another thing that's top on his priority list is the trails. We are certainly expanding our trails at a rapid pace. He's put money in the budget to do a little bit more each year. So come out and enjoy the new expansions. I think we have one at the Broadneck and one will be opening very shortly at WBNA Trail. Again, no better place to be here in Rec and Parks in the spring. Thank you.
Well, spring has sprung and it's a great time to get outdoors and enjoy the beautiful weather. Try out a dance class, visit one of our many beautiful parks and trails, or join us for an outdoor concert in the park. We've got all the activities you're looking for. Make sure to visit our website for a complete listing of all of our programs and events, as well as information about all of our parks and facilities. And make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of Around the County with Recreation and Parks. Until then, keep moving, Anne Arundel County.